Ever wondered if there's a simple blueprint for, well, everything? Today, we're cracking open an ancient one found right in these notes. And the idea is that everything, and I mean everything, is made of just 5 basic building blocks.
So let's start with the biggest question of all, right? What is all this stuff around us? What are we actually made of? It's a question that philosophers and scientists have been wrestling with for thousands of years.
Well, one incredible answer comes from an ancient Indian school of thought, and it's captured right here. The concept is called Pancha Mahabhuta. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Pancha just means 5, Maha means great, and Bhuta means elements. The 5 great elements. Simple name, but a huge idea. What's so wild is that according to this framework, everything you see, touch, and experience is just a unique mix of these 5 things: space, air, fire, water, and earth. Think of it like the ultimate cosmic recipe. So let's check out the ingredients one by one. First up in our recipe is the most subtle, the most fundamental ingredient of all: akasha, or space. Now, don't just think of this as empty nothingness. It's more like a canvas. Before you can paint anything, you need the canvas to exist first, right? Akasha is that canvas. It's the essential container that has to be there for everything else to even have a place to show up. And the description of this canvas is incredibly precise. Its main quality, or guna, is shabda, which means sound. It's also described as ek, meaning it's singular, just one thing. It's vibhu, so it's all-pervading, it's everywhere. And it's nitya, which means it's eternal. So the universe literally begins with this single, eternal, all-pervading substance whose only quality is sound. Pretty cool, huh? And look, this isn't just an interpretation. You can see it right here in the original notes. The terms are highlighted. Shabda is its core quality, right alongside ek, vihu, and nitya. It's all laid out for us, plain as day. All right, so from the stillness of space, something new begins to stir. Next up is Vayu, the element of air. This is where the universe gets its first jolt of energy, its first bit of motion. Vayu is literally the principle of movement itself. And the notes tell us it has no form, rup nahi. You can't actually see it, but you can feel it. Its defining characteristic is the sensation of touch. Now this is where the recipe gets really brilliant. See, Vayu doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It actually carried the quality of sound from Akasha, the element before it, and then it adds its own special quality, touch. So we've gone from a container that has sound to movement inside that container that has both sound and touch. And yup, the source notes back this up completely. They state very clearly Vayu's #1 quality is sparsha, or touch. This is the first element we can physically interact with, the first thing we can actually feel. Okay, things are about to speed up. Let's add the last 3 ingredients to our cosmic recipe and watch how this whole thing builds from an invisible concept into the physical reality that we all know. You're gonna love this. It's such a beautiful pattern. First, boom, Tejas, or fire, appears. It brings with it the sound and touch from the previous elements, but adds its own thing, rupa, which means form or sight. For the very first time, reality becomes visible. Then comes jala, or water. It inherits all 3 of those qualities and adds rasa, or taste. And finally, prithvi, earth, completes the whole shebang. It inherits all 4 previous qualities and adds the final one, gandha, or smell. See how that works? Each element builds directly on the last one, getting more and more tangible. This page from the notes? This is basically the master blueprint. It's the whole formula, written right out. Akasha starts with 1 quality, sound. Vayu adds touch to make 2, fire adds form to make 3, and on, until you get to earth, which contains all 5. It's just such an elegant, logical progression. So, that's the cosmic recipe. That's how you build a universe. But you might be thinking, okay, cool story, but what does this ancient philosophy have to do with me right now? Well, this is where it gets personal. This is where we take it from the cosmos and bring it right into our own bodies. There's this classic philosophical saying that just nails it. As is the macrocosm, so is the microcosm. All that means is that the same rules, the same building blocks that make up the entire universe, they also make up you. And this is the aha moment right here. The elements aren't just out there, they're in here, and they're mapped directly to how our bodies work. So Vayu, the principle of motion, that governs vibhajan, things like cell division and circulation. Tejas, fire, is in charge of Pachin. That's literally our digestion and metabolism, the fire in our belly. Prithvi, earth, gives us Sangan, our solid structure, our bones, what holds us together. And Akasha, space, allows for Vivardhan, our ability to grow and expand.
And this isn't guesswork. The notes spell it out for us. Vayu Virvajan, Teja Pachan, Prithvi Sanghan. The connections are right there in black and white. So this isn't just some abstract idea about the universe. It's a practical map for how the human body functions. So when you really get it, you see that this ancient blueprint is about so much more than a list of 5 elements. It's really a totally different way of seeing the world. It's about recognizing the deep, fundamental connection between everything, from a star billions of miles away to the cells inside your own body. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. If this ancient blueprint is right, if you and I are really built from the exact same 5 ingredients as the entire cosmos, what does that actually mean for our place in it all? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.